Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today we're going to be going over day 2 of Aura's reign as mayor. Notably, a bunch of stuff has happened since last night, including the fixing of the fundraising perk, but before we begin there are a couple things I want to say. First, make sure to use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order, and second, if you can vote in either Derailious or Celestial_Milk as the minister, that would be very much appreciated. Jade is only a few hundred votes away from being in the top 7. So if you want to vote for her, you can get the Celestial Milk Mixin. This is going to be an actual thing that we're going to try to make happen. It will give tracking. It will be very nice for all players, so make sure to vote. Without any further ado though, let's get started. So starting off here from last night, the fundraising perk now seems to be fixed, and this seems to be based off of the playtime a player has every hour. So if you've been around for the full hour, 15 minutes past the start of the hour, the fundraising will end and you will be getting your amount of money. If you've only played like 30 minutes, you won't get a very significant amount. If you've played the full hour though, you'll get the full amount. So last hour I played all 60 minutes, I got about 640,000 coins, which is kind of significant. You're able to see how much you participated, you're able to see your gains, so that is very cool to see working. Something extremely important to note here about Aura's perks is that now is the perfect time, if you have not played Skyblock in a while, to log in and play the game. You're getting 50% bonus skill XP, dungeon XP, and Slayer XP on top of the 30% XP that has already been active for a while. You're also getting a ton of extra bonuses in terms of your luck. Your RNG meters are going faster. The amount of magic find you have is higher. The amount of tracking you have is also higher. Also keep in mind, with the universal income, you're making a certain amount of money every hour. The minion perks, of course, are not great, especially for those doing bingo, but everything else about this is extremely strong. And if you're someone who has not logged into Skyblock for a long while, I highly recommend doing so, participating a little bit, because not only is this event extremely fun, but it seems to be built around giving people a chance to catch up. We've already seen the price of a lot of major items falling very significantly. If you take a look at Necron's handles, for instance, we can see that they're down to 488 million coins. If we look at Devon alloys, we can see that they're down to 900 million coins. If we look at giant swords, for example, they are down to 87 million coins. These are very significant falls in a lot of items. It's easier to grind XP for basically anything. It's easier to get dungeon drops. Things are moving extremely quickly right now, and if you don't want to miss out, now's the time to log in and grind. Also in other news, running around the hub is the Confused Goon. This guy has kind of taken over the hearts of a lot of the Skyblock players because he's just so confused. He has no idea where he is, and in chat he'll repeatedly tell you, Dante best, Aura best, I mean. He's just running around like a strange little guy, and well, people have been beating him up, which is not great to see, but regardless, look at him go. Isn't he so wonderful? As a quick update for the minister elections, as you can see currently, I am in 3rd place, which is totally fine by me because Jade is sitting just outside the top 7 in 8th place. Make sure to vote for her and get these 2 elites out of here, 2NFG and Candy Pat. Notably Candy Pat, though. This guy, he's switched up so fast. Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of who you're going to vote for the minister, as long as it's Celestial Milk, we won't have any problems. But either way, what I will say is now is once again the perfect time to hop into Hypixel Skyblock. The amount of buffs that we, the players, have right now is ridiculous. So make sure you're hopping in game, you're grinding out whatever you want, because pretty much everything is boosted by massive, massive margins. Aura seems to be a pretty positive mayor, at least at the moment. At the end of the day, though, my name's Derailious. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future, fellas. I'll see you then.